Hi there, Bruce the Water Guy here with another public service announcement for you today about stormwater. So it rained last night, and I'm going to show you a couple of the different ways that we measure rain with different rain gauges here. Let's see how much we actually got. This is from the National Weather Service. We're part of the cooperative weather stations, and we are an official National Weather Service data collection site. This thing collects rain data for about a month at a time in 15-minute snippets. This here is the good old-fashioned 24-hour rain gauge. Take off the top funnel here, and there's a little tube inside that collects all the water. Then we take our rain gauge stick. It's calibrated for the right cylinder volume. So we had 1.45 inches of rain since midnight. Another way that we measure the rain throughout the city, we place these at different pump stations or key areas that we would like to know about the stormwater, the amount of rain that we receive in those. This is a nice ISCO sample data logger. Again, it basically just has a screen to stop debris, bird dew, and stuff like that from clogging it up. But let's look inside and see how this thing actually measures the rain. So here we're going to open this up to the inside, and we have a little dipper. And as this dipper fills up with water, it tips from side to side, and underneath it you can see that there's a little magnet, and that will trip a circuit. And each time this trips and dips, it accumulates and totalizes 0.01 inches per rain. And that's how we know how much rain is coming down at a particular given time in a quadrant of the city. So why would the wastewater treatment plant care about the amount of rain that's falling down on the ground? Well, there's basically two different types of systems underground. You have stormwater, which is rain and runoff, the water that falls on the ground, and you have the sanitary sewer. In some cities, these are combined. The older cities would have a combined system where all the stormwater would go to a plant. Well, as time went on, we realized that this wasn't a very good thing. This was clean water, and it didn't need to go to the plant because it would just overwhelm the plant and overrun it hydraulically. Why clean water? And it just makes more problems. So many cities have underwent a separation program so that they separated their sanitary and their stormwater. So now many cities have separate storm and sanitary sewer systems. Let me show you a quick way to tell the difference. Sanitary sewers all have solid manhole covers so that rainwater does not infiltrate into them. Whereas storm sewers have open drains or catch basins, maybe alongside of the road or the curb, where you want the storm water to run off so that it doesn't pool in an area or along a street in a corner to create a traffic hazard. So now the thing to remember is that the storm water, the storm sewers, discharge directly to the rivers or maybe a drainage ditch or basin in an area which is eventually going to hit the river or a watershed. So we have to remember that it should only be clean water runoff. No dumping down of oils, cleaning out things in your home just because there's a storm sewer or an open drain in your area does not mean that it is for waste. So each of these catch basins should really have one of these on them. No dumping drains to river, protecting the wildlife. Behind me is one of the stormwater outfalls. This is collecting the stormwater or rain runoff from an entire neighborhood, discharging out into a local stream. As you can see, this completely bypasses the wastewater treatment plant and does not receive any treatment whatsoever. So remember, the only thing that should be dumped down a storm drain is just clean rainwater, nothing dumped. Maybe pump out your yard if it is flooding. That's legitimate use of the stormwater, but nothing else. You wouldn't want to destroy this nice environment. So what's your part in this? Remember those catch basins that I talked about that are along curbs? Well, let me show you. This is a catch basin. And if it's along your yard or property, you can help to keep the catch basins clear. If you pile your leaves or debris and it clogs up, it can actually back up the storm sewer and create a flood in the street, causing a traffic hazard. So you are okay to rake those clear and put the debris up into your yard. by no means would you ever open a storm drain. Well, thanks for listening to me today and doing your part to help keep the environment clean. This is Bruce the Water Guy. Have a nice day.